And another option is a pencil. You can use a pencil to terminate your tile. So that's called a Rondec, and it's just a piece of ceramic bullnose. It's got one edge that's okay. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about trim, how to end the tile when you come up to a sheetrock wall like this. You know, this is the end of the tile, and you want to, finish it. You want to terminate, and a lot of times the tile you buy won't have a bullnose. I'm going to go through those options in a second, but so how do you go about ending your tile? Like above here also, and on the ceiling, on a corner, in a niche. There's all different options that you can use to end your tile. So this video is going to be, give you some of the options that are available to terminate your tile and finish your tile so that you get a nice, clean, finished look. Okay, so the one that we just saw in that shell, that's called a Rondec, and it's an aluminum metal. You can get this in stainless steel. You can get it in brass. You can get it in different colors. There's a whole bunch of different colors here. This is a Schluter, but there are different companies that make it. And basically, what you do is you set your tile like that, and that finishes the edge of the tile. But if you don't want to use a metal, and they don't make it, this is a bullnose here. This is just a piece of ceramic bullnose. It's got one edge that's, that's rounded. So when you finish your wall, and then you get the rounded edge. Because if you use just a regular tile, you get a rough edge. So this kind of bullnose provides a finished edge. Now, some of these tiles, like this one here, for example, it's not possible. Well, it might look all right, but because the color of the glaze is pretty similar to the color of the base, the bisque, so it might look all right. But this is actually a glazed porcelain tile. If you've got a through body porcelain tile where the color of the tile goes all the way through, it's all the same color all the way through. Okay, so that's the unpolished side. It's hard to see, but that's the unpolished side. That's the face. And that's the side I polished. And another option is a pencil. You can use a pencil to terminate your tile. So you finish your tile, and then, this is the top of your tile on your wall or wherever it may be, the ceiling, and they don't make bullnose for this tile. They actually do make bullnose for this particular tile, but I didn't want to use it. So you can use a pencil liner. This is actually a marble pencil liner, but you can get ceramic ones. You can get all kinds of. You can even get glass pencil liners. They make them all different kinds of shapes and sizes. So this is I think is a 3/4. You can get them in 1/2 inch. You can get them much narrower, and so another option is a chair rail. This is a chair rail. This actually is not the kind I wanted to show because it's got like the finished edge here. But you can get a chair rail. You can get these in marble. You can get them in all kinds of finishes. So you can terminate your tile like this. With just putting your chair rail on top. Sometimes people like to do different combinations. They put a chair rail, a pencil, and then a border. A lot of times they'll use like a mosaic or of some kind in between, and they'll do it that way. So there's a million different options you can use. So this particular option here, where I have this is called Rondec, and it's this one here, this profile here, and as I showed you, that goes like that to finish the edge. They also make what they call a quadrac. You know, you can have a square finish like that, or you can just use a regular, what they call a sheen or a jolly, and just have a finished, a very low profile finished edge like that. And that's an option that I've used many times. So, and in this case, we actually used it for the curb, because we did a really low curb here. So this is, you know, to finish the curb, and then we used it on the, you know, on the return wall and on the corner and on the ceiling. So if we didn't want to use this, and the manufacturer actually made a bullnose for this tile, we could use the bullnose. They had, this tile is 32 inches by 16 inches. They actually made a 32-inch bullnose, and we could have used that one here, and then another one here. So we would have had a few more grout lines. The problem with bullnoses is, sometimes, you know, because they're made at different times, you get even though it might be the same a model of tile, the color might be slightly off because they're made at different times. One might be one dye lot, one might be another. So you have to be careful about that when you're using bullnoses. So these are just a few of the options that you can use. You can get a quarter round, like if you're going around a corner, you can use, like, there's a piece that they make that will come around the corner, and I'll show you a picture of something like that. You can use your trim to trim out niches. You finish your wall, terminate your wall, corners. Another option is miter. You can miter the corners. So what you would do is you would cut the tile, cut this tile at a 45-degree angle, going in that way. I'll show you on a picture. You cut it, and then you come together and you get just a very narrow grout line in the corner. That's another option. So when you're buying a tile, don't limit yourself to just bullnose. There's a lot of different options you can use that sometimes might even give you a look that you like even more than just a bullnose. If you're buying a wall tile, they'll probably have a bullnose for the wall tile. That's because it's made specifically for walls, so you need to terminate that, and they will make a lot of times, you know, a bullnose. But a lot of these larger format tiles, which are porcelain, they don't make the bullnose and the trim for the tile, so you have to go with a different option. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what is available, and these are just some options. As I said, there's many more options. So when you're in the tile store looking for your tile and you're deciding on the trim, just don't look at the bullnose, like I said, and just look at your other options. Pencil liner, chair rail, a metal trim of different shapes and sizes. So also, when you're buying these metal trims for your tile, you want to make sure you get the right thickness for your tile. They come in different sizes for different tiles. Like this is for a 1/2 inch deep tile. That's for a 1/4 inch. Like that's very, very small. So you just want to see and look and what, you know, you want to match up your trim to your tile. Anyway, they come in different finishes. They've even got plastic ones. This one's plastic. You can get a plastic one. And if you got like a niche like I was doing, I used inside corners. They make inside corners. They call this jewelry, or you can get outside corners. I don't know if you can see that there. Get a better look at that. They make outside corners and they make inside corners. These here, if you're going to go around the corner, you can miter these and bring them together, or you can polish it, you know, round it off and polish it. Here on this floor here, had used a Schluter metal as a cap for the baseboard. That's a Schluter metal. This has been on for a very long time, this one here. And so that's also an option too. So there's a lot of different options you can use to trim out your tile. Don't be limited to your typical old style bullnose. And especially, like I said, these can be off in color. A lot of times you don't even see it. Like you get your wall tile on, you get your bullnose on, and then what happens is you grout it, and then you see that the bullnose is a different color to the wall tile. So, you know, some people are okay with that. Other people, you know, they don't like it because it's supposed to be the same color. And on a subway tile, these bullnose tiles, if you're doing a subway tile, many times they'll have, like, imagine this is a subway tile, they'll have the bullnose on the long side. They also make them with the bullnose on the short side. So when you're stacking your tile, you don't have to put that edge, you know, break it off and have your running bond come to a bullnose, and then, you know, you've got a vertical line where you didn't have any. So if you get the bullnose, the subway tile with a rounded edge, you can just continue your pattern up the wall without having to do a vertical bullnose. Some people like that. So it all depends on what you're planning on doing. But if you know your options, you can get there are a lot of different ways you can trim out your tile. So if this is your first time seeing my videos, my name is Sal de Blasi. My YouTube channel has over 700 videos with everything to do with tile. A lot of tutorials, a lot of how-to videos on how to do pretty much anything you need to know about tile. So check it out, and leave your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't mind, check me out on Patreon, and maybe you can support me there. I'd really appreciate it. But most of all, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot.